Now we're going to have giggles. What's up, everybody? All right. So, what's up, guys? It is time for the Lunchtime Live with Omar and the beautiful
Melinda Martin.
Yes. So we were laughing because I said something funny right before we started. But before even that, man, I got to say something's happened that has never happened to me. I literally ran into that door. Like I ran
like
into
hard,
the door.
like huge.
Like, yeah, it was, the door was open, kind of like, yay, it was like that. And I got up to do something and I just, man, full speed, like top speed, just boom with my shoulder. And I was like, oh. It's like, who put that door? Like, you gotta understand, like, this is something that normally happens to my wife. Like, my wife runs into things daily. Sometimes I think she does it on purpose.
I do not do it on purpose.
Yeah, I don't know, but man, I just wham, and it's kind of starting to hurt. Like, I feel the numbness.
Great. Now we're gonna have two people with bad shoulders.
Yeah, man, this kind of hurts right there. All right, so. Welcome to the Lunchtime Live. We're actually a little late, so we should call this the Late Lunchtime Live.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if we did it early, we'd call it the Brunch Time Live. That's not bad either. Brunch Time Live with Omar and Melinda. But the chances of us being early for a show, well, the chances of me.
I'm glad you corrected
your
yourself.
mic so that people can hear you and so that you're actually talking into the device that broadcasts.
I said, can you hear me now?
There you go.
Okay.
So, right. So what were you saying?
I forgot.
Yeah. That I am always on time?
Oh, no. I was saying that I'm glad that you corrected yourself because you are not the one who's always on time. Well, I am the one who's always on time.
I'm always on time. I'm on my time.
You're on Cuban time.
I'm on my time. Why do you have to make it racist all the time? You got to make it because I'm Cuban?
Because you're always.
What is it? It's always.
So there's Puerto Rican time too.
All right. So today, as you know, we've been doing this series. We've been talking about high ticket sales, and tonight is actually the third of 3 sessions that we're doing. And on tonight's session is pretty exciting because we're actually going to reveal our high ticket profit system. So Facebook user says, "What's up?" What's funny is on people that are commenting on my profile, the way my bank account works, the way StreamYard works is if somebody leaves a comment through the broadcast that's on my personal page, I don't see the name. I don't see the name of the person. So
interesting.
If they're in a group and you actually click the little link, there's like a little StreamYard link that they put it in the description automatically, then we can see the name of the person that's commenting. But if not, we can't. Yeah, so there's that. And if we reply to a comment, it only displays in groups, not on the personal page. Something about the way that my bank account works. So what I do want to talk about today essentially is, well, last night's webinar went great.
Oh, it was awesome.
Yeah, we went a little bit longer, a lot of questions.
Mm-hmm.
People were asking medical questions. Why is that? Why I told them to.
You told them to because there weren't too many questions, and you were like, "Well, even if you have a medical question, go ahead and throw it in there."
Suddenly,
it blew up.
Questions about everything.
Yeah,
people were asking me how to cure neuropathies and things like that, and I was like, "Wait a second, what kind of webinar is this?" So it's Trevor, but don't see a link for the StreamYard, right? So there is like a little. If you go into the groups, I think there's like a little link. Right in the
comments, right?
Yeah, like in the description. It doesn't show it on the main profile one. We're broadcasting right now on my profile, on Higher Level Strategies page, on Inner Circle, on Buzzinar, MUA, Coolest group ever, YouTube, and Twitter. I think I'm missing one. But anyway.
Trevor said he found it.
He found it. All right. Cool. There it is. We see you, Trevor. So anyway, guys, we've been doing this series about high ticket selling, and it's pretty interesting the type of questions that I'm getting. People are kind of starting to open up their minds and realize like, wow, I could be making a lot more money than I've been making if only I got to change my thinking a little bit. And I think by default, we're just, I don't know, we're just kind of gravitate to creating low ticket products in the beginning because we think, I don't know, that's where we've got to start. But the reality is that You don't have to start by selling low ticket products, and you don't have to start by trying to build a list, and you don't have to start by learning every single step in the site building and traffic driving process. And we're proof of that. I don't know why I'm swinging the little pen around, but I am
Fidgety.
I'm fidgeting. I'm tinkering. Whatever happened to fidget spinners?
Oh, I still have one.
It was like the rage.
It was like,
for
oh no,
15 minutes,
now they
and I was
have
like,
something
"What's
new.
happening?" What?
Because one of the kids at church, they brought it in, and it's this flat thing that it's kind of like when you buy something and it comes with bubble wrap.
Right.
So it's like this, like, I don't know, silicone thing that has all these bubbles that you just kind of push in. And you can tie it around, like it has a little hole so you can wrap it around something. Yeah. So they come in different sizes and stuff. Yeah. I saw one of the kids with it, and then someone else from church, Whitney, gave her an idea of how to get it in school.
All right. Well,
A poppet. Yeah.
Maybe I should get some, what's it called?
A poppet. Oh, it looks like my assistant is watching us. So, cause she just messaged me and said, pop it.
She can comment on here if she likes.
Yeah.
So, all right. High ticket profits. I just want to basically wrap up this series tonight, giving you tons and tons of value that actually you can put into practice in your business to generate more money, more sales, and to have a lot less work in the process of doing it, right? Who doesn't want less work, right? What you'll find is that when you have a high ticket profit system in place, it does take effort to set that up. It's not, effortless. Like, you got to put it in place, but the amount of work that it takes to create something and put something together is a lot less than what it takes to create a launch. And what you'll find is that doing a product launch is a lot of work to make some money that you're going to spend within a month. But when you create a high ticket profit system, this is something that can continue making you money month after month after month after month, because you're not the one doing the launch. You can put that behind other people's launches. You can put it behind multiple of your own launches, because a high ticket product is something that you're not going to sell thousands and thousands of units of. You don't have to, because the price, the individual value of each unit is a lot higher, as opposed to selling a $10 product, you're selling a $1,000 product. Right? In order to make $1,000, you would have to sell 100 $10 products, and that's a lot of work. But in order to make $1,000 with a high ticket product, you sell one, and you make that. Or if it's a $2,000 product, you can get a 50% commission. You know what I mean? So it's like the math just works out so that you can do a lot less work. So tonight we're going to be wrapping up this training, and we're going to go into detail about the system. And Melinda and I are actually going to hand you our system on a silver platter, meaning everything that you need is going to be right there for the choosing. And here's the cool thing about it. Nobody's ever done it this way. No, I assure you that when you see the way that we're offering this system, you're going to be like, wait, what? They're doing it how? Nah. That's going to be the reaction that I hope to get out of people, because I really think that the way that we're doing it is like, you're guaranteed to like if you screw this up, I don't know what else can possibly be done for you. Like, we're literally like just insulating your success. Like,
it just doesn't get any better, I don't think.
Yeah, like there's no easier way to do it. Now, we did kind of prepare, three reasons, like three things. Let me see if I can remember how to share this. I'm getting good at it now. I'm getting good at it. Share the screen. It's a couple of little clicks I got to do. Not window, but Chrome tab. There it is.
He'll figure it out. He'll become a pro in no time.
All right.
Awesome.
So, three reasons that I wanted to give you as to why you need this system. Because you know what? Look, we're not the only people that have ever taught how to make high ticket sales, right? Other people have. We're the only one that's ever done it this particular way. But I just wanted to take a moment to let you know that what we are doing, and actually what we are giving you tonight on the final session of this 3-part series that we've been doing, what we're giving you tonight is proven to work. not because I say so, but because I've done so. Melinda and I have been doing what we are giving you tonight, what we're teaching, what we've been talking about for the last 3 days. We've been doing it for a decade, and it works. And we've done it like every possible way that you can imagine. We've made high ticket sales by putting our system behind a product launch of our own, by doing it behind a loss leader, by doing it behind other people's launches, by driving direct traffic to it, by doing an application funnel, by doing it through phone calls, phone sales, by doing it through Zoom and Skype sales. We have done high ticket sales and proven that this system works for years in a number of ways. So this is profitable and this is reliable long-term. This isn't something that we just kind of made up last month and had some success with, right? Like every $17 launch that promises you, like it's amazing. It cracks me up. You see some of these launches nowadays. It's like, I'll learn how I made $137 in 15 minutes, right? They only ever did that once because they sold a couch on eBay. Right. And now it's a system. Yeah. So and now they turn that into like some training about like, hey, look, if you do this every day for the next 10 days, you'll be able to make $1,360. Yeah. If you get all these couches and it's like, it's ridiculous. The kind of stuff that you see people turning into money making systems and then it's just about the hype of a big, long sales page. Now, what we're talking about here is a reliable, long-term process for making high ticket sales every month. And you don't have to make hundreds of them. You just make a few. And we've proven that it works, not just that it worked last week, but that it's worked for over a decade and that it works consistently and it's profitable long-term. So I think right now, this is my personal opinion, I think one of the things that people need the most right now when it comes to finances is security. I think right now, with everything we've gone through in the last couple of years with the economy, with what's happened with the pandemic and everything, I think, yeah, we all need to make money consistently, and reliability and security for the long term is really what people crave. I can't think of any better way to do that online than with high ticket sales, because you definitely don't have security if all you're doing is launching products over and over and over and over and over again. What you have is a stress cycle. I know Melinda can attest to that. As a matter of fact, I think that's what she's going to talk about next here, because would you say it's a little easier to do a high ticket?
I was just going to say that. Yeah, it's for me, in my opinion, and in my experience, it's a lot easier and less stressful. And I'm all about not being stressed out and simplifying things.
You like launches. You love it.
No.
Your friends with all the affiliates, you even say people like you better.
That's true. That is very true. But even though that's true, going after affiliates is something that I don't like to do, unless, like Omar says, I know them because, they're friends or because I've built relationships with them. But it's not it's very stressful. It's very stressful. We have one of our members, Inner Circle members. They actually were going through a launch, and they spent a lot of time recruiting affiliates. Chasing after affiliates. And unfortunately, what happens to many people is that you don't get to actually, they don't actually promote for you, and it doesn't go as you plan. It's just so stressful. You're stressing out on who you're going after. Are they going to promote for you? Oh, if you promoted for someone, you're like, oh man, I promote for them. Maybe they'll promote for me. And it's just stressful. It's just very, very stressful.
Yeah. I think what it is that people underestimate the amount of affiliates that you actually need to have signed up and committed to promote in order for you to make the volume of sales you need to make in order to break even and even to turn a profit. We have a lot of our members that do product launches, and they make sales and they make money, and then they start weighing out. They're like, well, oh my goodness, I worked 2-3 months making my product, making my website, all that for this. And it's like, wow, it's like reality hits you all of a sudden, and you're like, oh my goodness. So now and mind you, every time you do a product launch, you get better, you get faster, you get more profitable, you get more affiliates and all that. But it really is about getting not hundreds, but sometimes even thousands of affiliates to sign up just to get some to actually promote. And the ones that promote your product launch actually have to be people that can drive a significant amount of traffic to actually make you sales. And I think that what ends up happening is a lot of people get discouraged. They get discouraged, and then they start kind of doing the math, like, oh my goodness, I've put in so much time, I put in this amount of hours, I've invested this amount of money. But the reality is that you're on the beginning slope of your curve, and it is an exponential curve. So eventually, when you start doing product launches and you do enough of them, you get good at it. You eventually grow your list of affiliates. Melinda and I have tens of thousands of affiliates. I think recently we combined our list. There was close to 40,000 affiliates that have actually promoted for that, have actually sent sales that have actually promoted for us. And that takes time to acquire. When we first started, and it's easier now than it was to launch products, right? Because when we first started, we didn't have Facebook. We didn't have groups. You couldn't just like recruit people.
No, we had to actually go to live events to meet people and shake their hands and build relationships.
Right.
So it's a lot different.
What was the year that we traveled to Vegas? Like 9 times?
Oh, we traveled to Vegas like 9 times. Yeah.
What year was that?
Like 2009, I think, 2010.
Yeah.
Around there.
There was all these events going on in Vegas, and we were taking like all the money that we were making in our business, and we were putting it into airfare and tickets to events, and we were literally flying to events with business cards to shake hands. And that's how our first spreadsheet of affiliates, how we started building it. We actually went to live events, we shook hands with people, and we actually started, collecting business cards. I would come back with like a stack of business cards like that. Melinda would type them all up into this spreadsheet. Yeah. And to this day, it's very useful because we have, names, physical addresses, we mail postcards, we have to do so many things to stand out in the launch game. That's another thing. Back then, you weren't seeing 10, 12 launches a day.
Yeah.
Nowadays, it's like you just get lost in the crowd, and unless your launch is doing like ridiculous numbers, like you're just doing incredible conversions and EPCs on day one, you just fall behind. You just like disappear into the darkness. And that's what happens to a lot of people is they don't come out of the gate with a lot of support. And then now their numbers aren't really what they need to be. And by the time they even start getting that EPC and that conversion rate up, everybody's moved on. Affiliates have moved on to the next big thing that's going on. So it's really tough to make a dent in the launch game. And then even if you are making a dent, it's a feast or famine cycle. You're constantly creating products, creating product, launching, spending the money, creating product, launching, spend the money, create product, launch, spend. It's stressful. So what we learned is that high ticket products.
Yeah, in comparison to launching, it's just simple, it's not easy. So it's like you've got to work, but in comparison to launching, it is just much in our experience, much simpler to chase those high ticket sales versus launch after launch after launch after launch. You'll save yourself a lot of stress, trust me, because when you're launching, you're usually for us, when we have when we've done launches, we have a goal. We know exactly how many sales we're trying to target or trying to hit. So if you, in comparison to your high ticket sales versus your launching sales, it's like Omar has said, there is really no comparison. It is way simpler to search, to look for a few high ticket sales per month versus hundreds per month of low ticket sales.
Yeah. You definitely realize that right away. Once you make your first high ticket sale, you're like, wow. Like, oh my goodness, the amount of time that it takes, Diana's saying, yeah, it's so true. The stress is incredible. It is. When you're making a launch now, look, I don't want to just diss launching. I don't want people to see this and obviously all of a sudden Omar and Melinda are launching a high ticket product. So even though they've launched like dozens of low tickets, suddenly they're dissing low ticket products. No, I'm not dissing them at all, but I'm calling it what it is. It's a lot of work, okay? It takes effort, energy, and work to create a product yourself that you're going to launch. Even if you're using sourcing material, okay? It takes a lot of work. It takes a lot of work to create the site. It takes a lot of work to assemble the launch. Assembling the launch itself, like coordinating it, the JV pitch, JV video, recruitment. That's probably, I think, the toughest part, especially for new people that don't have relationships, that don't really know anybody, that haven't been to dozens and dozens of live events and shaken hands and gone out to dinners and drinking and stuff with other affiliates and gotten to know them. Because at the end of the day, it really is about personal relationships. That's what gets you support in your product launches.
Yeah.
So it's hard. It's really tough. But when you're a high ticket seller, you don't necessarily have to do a launch. Like, you can put your own high ticket product behind your own launch, but you can now leverage other people's launches. Mm-hmm. And that's something that is very, very powerful. And that's what I mean by simple to implement in comparison. I'm not saying that you've wasted your life by doing low ticket product launches. Melinda and I, we've done a lot of low ticket product launches, and we've learned to make them all about the affiliates and turn those into high ticket audiences. So with that being said, the third reason that I believe that you need your own high ticket system, and not just any, but our high ticket system, the one that we're going to be revealing today and handing you on a silver platter, is you don't need a list. And you don't need your own product, okay? So our system, the high ticket profit system that we're going to be revealing today, does not require that you be some technical guru that's been doing this for many, many years, that has a huge list of buyers or customers at all. As a matter of fact, what we teach is that when you build a business the right way, the list is a byproduct, okay? It doesn't happen the other way around, unfortunately. When you build a list, you don't just have a business as a byproduct. But what we're going to show you is that you don't need to have a list. You don't need to have hordes of traffic. And you don't even need to have your own high ticket product with our system, because we're handing it to you on a silver platter. Mm-hmm. That's what we're actually doing for you today on tonight's webinar. And somebody's actually sending a message. So that's your mom. So what we're going to be doing is doing the third session of the 3-part series. And we're going to be showing you exactly how we do high ticket sales and handing you the product, the tools, the system, everything you need to do it yourself the way that we've been doing it. Yes. And you're going to be shocked at the way that we're doing this. You're going to be shocked because all this time you've been focusing on creating and launching low ticket products. You could have been doing the same. You could have been putting the same exact amount of effort and energy into creating a high ticket product. And it really is only fear and assumptions that have been stopping you. Mm-hmm. The assumption that, well, I'm not an expert. I'm not experienced enough. Nobody knows me. So who am I to create a high ticket product? Wrong. The fear that, well, I don't have any traffic. I don't have a list yet. I really don't have an audience, so I'm not going to be able to make any high ticket sales. The fear that, well, I don't actually have something that's worth $1,000 that people would pay me for, so let me go and learn all these other skills, which are the same exact ones that you need to sell high ticket products, and let me sell a $17 product. Because for some reason, if we just shift the decimal point, it all makes sense to you now. Like if we make it for less money, it makes sense. And we're dispelling that, and we're showing you that it is possible. It is possible for you. Not only are we handing it to you on a silver platter so that you can do it, but what you're also going to see is that you too can create your own high ticket products. Like we're showing you exactly how, so that you too can create products of your own, products that people are actually willing to pay you $297 for, $497 for, $997 for. Because at the end of the day, it's about fulfilling a need. Yeah. As long as that person needs that product, it doesn't matter who, do you know the names of any of the developers of the Apple iPhone? No. But you know what the Apple iPhone does. You know what that device does. You know that you need that device, right? So the expertise, the amount of training and degrees that the people on staff that developed the chips and that made the thing, none of that, it's all irrelevant, right? And if you keep on telling yourself that unless you've achieved a certain level of expertise and you can prove that is the only way people will buy from you, you're misleading yourself. And you're going down the wrong path. So we're going to show you tonight that you can do this, And it's actually a shame if you don't do it because you're just working harder.
Yeah, and I think you hit it, where you said they're just the fear, and I don't know. I just feel like you should not let your fear basically be the cause of you not doing something in life, especially when it's going to benefit you and your family. And I think that people are just so afraid, and they just you guys just need to let go of that fear and just jump right in, just do it, and that's just how I feel.
Fear is probably the biggest thing holding you back. Fear of failure, fear of, not knowing what to do, just fear in general. There's like so many different ways that fear affects you, and ultimately it's just fear. But I think it's Will Smith that said it best. Your greatest accomplishments are right on the other side of that fear. Right on the other side of that fear are the greatest things in your life. And he said it. He described it with like
skydiving. Yeah,
right?
I remember.
Skydiving, and he was like the best experience of his life, and he's like clenching the thing, and he didn't want to jump, and then he experienced right on the other side of that fear. He experienced the best thing that he'd ever experienced in his life. Melinda's going to find a way to try to ask if she can go skydiving.
I've asked several times. I'm tired of asking. He won't let me.
The diving is, I got no problem with. It's the landing. So if you want to go to the iDrive thing, just do the floating over the.
It's not the same. It's not the same. No, it's not. It's not the same. You don't get to see the world below you. It's just.
You know what? Take like an iPhone like this.
Attach it to my face.
You could look at it like if you're diving.
You know what? One day I'm just going to go.
No, you're not.
I'm just going to recruit some people and blame it on them.
Yeah, no, you're not. Unless we put you in a big giant bubble.
You cannot put me in a bubble.
You just bounce when you land. Then maybe. Yeah. So anyway, you guys, tonight is session number 3, the final one, and we would love for you to take part in it. I have a little link here that I can put on the screen. Boom.
Sorry, I laughed out loud, Trevor. Sorry, what? I literally laughed out loud.
Okay. Sure, says be a man and catch her when she lands. Wow, challenging my manlyhood. Okay. So anyway, this is the URL. Trevor will be there tonight.
I'm going to do a poll. Who thinks Melinda should go skydiving?
No, you're not. No, you're not. Because everybody that participates in the poll will not be involved in taking care of you when you have 2 sprained ankles. So none of their opinions matter. Right. So you got to understand, my wife, Melinda, has sprained her, is the left one, the right one? The right one.
The left one.
The left is the one, the left.
The right.
28, 30, no, 30 times.
I stopped.
It's just ridiculous.
I stopped counting after 38.
Yeah. Right. So from the Melinda Martin Fan Club president. That's right. The Team Melinda president. But anyway, so guys, higherlevelstrategies.com/HTP stands for high ticket profits. Tonight is the night. Yeah, there you go. Hold on.
Gosh, this is so hard.
Right there. So high ticket profits, HTP, higherlevelstrategies.com/HTP. That's a registration page. That puts you into the series. By the way, video 1 and video 2 are there. They're up already. So you can, let me see if I can go to HTP and
you might be cooking.
Hold on, let's see if I can go to it. higherlevelstrategies.com/HTP and show you that. Hopefully it goes right to it. There it is. Okay, so am I sharing it?
Nope.
There it goes. So, right, if you go to higherlevelstrategies.com/HTP, there'll be a registration there. If you've already registered, it'll just take you to this page, which is essentially the confirmation page where you can see session 1 that we did 2 days ago. Okay, well, how the big money is made. You can see session 2, how to automate that big money. That's the session that we did last night. And then obviously it's going to say easy tiger because session 3 isn't there yet. But tomorrow it'll be there because we're going to record session 3 tonight live. And if you want to attend live, it's going to be at 9 p.m. Right here at your computer. And it's going to be a great experience for you. It's going to be great. Rogelio says, I'm listening to you and cooking at the same time. Awesome. So I'm excited to share this with you guys. I hope that you've been paying attention, because at the very least, if we made that little shift in your thinking about the way that you're using internet marketing to make money, then we've accomplished our goal, because we really want you to be able to live the life that you deserve to live, the life that Melinda and I have been able to build for ourselves. We've been very blessed. We've worked hard, and God has rewarded us. We have a beautiful property here in Orlando, Florida. We have control of our time. Melinda just had her mom here for 2 weeks, or a week? A week hanging out here at the house, and able to spend time with her. Melinda and I have been able to do amazing things with our church, helping the college group, mentors of the college group. How you choose to use your freedom is up to you. But what I'm saying is chase that freedom, and high ticket selling is a way to achieve that far easier and a lot faster than doing it through launching and low ticket sales. And it's only fear that's holding you back. As Will Smith says, your greatest accomplishments and your greatest moments in life are right on the other side of that fear. So if you're willing to just open your mind a little bit and take that step, take action, tonight's the night, higherlevelstrategies.com/HTP. Diana says, I'm there. I have a completely open mind about this. Looking forward to tonight. Awesome. Well, we're looking forward to seeing you there. Diana, higherlevelstrategies.com/HTP. We love you guys.
We love you.
Melinda, did you want to add anything to the to the final?
I think you said everything, and we look forward to seeing you tonight. Come hang out with us, and come let us give you something on a silver platter.
Come check it out.
Come check it out.
See you there.
See you there.
Take care.
Bye-bye.